This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? It's your boy Black Magus, and now that I'm refreshed, I'm gonna pump these videos out later this afternoon. I did one this morning. First, real quick, I've been handling some family business for the last day, so that's why it took me so long to reply to your comments. But I want to thank you guys for all your comments. I love the discussion. You guys know how I am. I like to have like really healthy discussions about topics. So you guys definitely did your thing there, and I appreciate that. Now, as I compose myself a little bit more, it's been a busy, emotional couple of days. But anyway, so just wanted to talk to you guys about one of the things that I want to do this year, and I mentioned this in a previous video. I want to build my own computer sometime this year. Hopefully by the summer I can do this project. Currently I have just a stock computer. It's a Dell i5. I bought it 2 years ago. I added I believe it's a GTX 680, or maybe it's a 670. I think it's a 670 now that I think about it. Graphics card in there. And that's pretty much all and I put a new sound card. I have a Sound Blaster sound card that has digital output and all of that. So I didn't do a lot of upgrading like I normally do. Normally when I get a computer, I'll buy a stock computer and then I'll just trick it the hell out. But I didn't put too much work into this one because I didn't feel like I really needed to at the time. Basically, when I got this computer, it was mostly with YouTube in mind. I wanted to get something better than what I had. I had my old computer for God knows how long. I think I bought that computer in 2006. So I finally replaced it in 2012. Yeah. And it did well. I mean, it was a great computer, but once I started doing YouTube and wanting to get into, doing more with it, I decided I needed a better computer to render video and things like that. I got that, but now I want to bump up a little bit more and mostly build my own computer because I want more control over, my product. Building a computer, I say this to people all the time. Like for me, it was just like a quick fix type of thing to buy the stock computer. But I've always wanted to build my own computer because I tell people all the time, one of the beauties of building your own PC or having one specifically built for you is the control that you have when you're ready to upgrade. You can kind of future-proof yourself a little better that way by getting parts that will transition over to the next generation. You'll be able to control what's going in there, how it's set up, and it's a lot more plug-and-play friendly for those who really aren't into computers like that, but want to kind of get more hands-on with it. So building a computer is a great thing. It's pretty simple these days, and so I'm going to invest in that. I actually have two kits lined up. That's another thing about building your computer these days. A lot of places will put together combo deals for you, combo kits for you, so you don't have to really go scrounging around for parts. You get everything in one, and I figure that's probably the route I'm gonna go, so I can like simplify it as much, because I'm not trying to sit here. If you trust me when I say this, if it were up to me, I would end up spending way more money than I feel like I should to build this computer, when I feel like the specs that are in the combos that I saw are more than suitable for my needs and what I need. I don't need a super gargantuan monster $1,200, $1,500 computer. I am comfortable sitting in that $700-800 range because I am confident in my skills of being able to upgrade and interchange things over time to boost it. You know what I mean? So I don't need to come like screaming out the gate and get that, because I, kind of, have a feel for what I've done, what I'm doing, because I've done it over the years. That computer that I had since 2004, anybody would have like looked at that and been like, damn, how do you get this, to still run? But I knew ways to push, extra power out of that to do what I needed to do. So I'm good in that area. But I'm looking at 2 kits that they have on Newegg, and I'm gonna put the links in the description so you guys can sound off and let me know what you think of these. The first one, which is the one that I'm probably gonna get, is only about $650, and I know a lot of people are like, whoa, that's all you're spending. Trust me, it's really not that serious, people. You just gotta know how to finesse things, that's all. But it has an Intel Core i7 4790 Haswell quad-core CPU. It's come with the MSI Z97 motherboard. It's coming with 8 gigs of memory. It's going to have a 1 terabyte hard drive from Western Digital. It's going to have, the power supply. It's a 630 watt power supply, and it comes with a case. Doesn't come with the graphics card. The motherboard does have an onboard one, but again, I have a GTX 670, 680. I don't feel like I need to upgrade, because I'm not getting this to become like a monster PC player. I'm not trying to build a monster gaming PC. And to be quite honest, I don't feel like I need to spend $600 on a graphics card to be able to play games. I feel like with the hardware plus the card I got, which is a damn good card, I can play games just fine. I'm not one of those I gotta have everything tweaked out and maxed out to the fullest to be able to enjoy a game type of person. So, this is just fine for me. I have a monitor. I probably will upgrade my monitor eventually, because it's not a 1080p monitor, but that's like one of those things that I could live without, because again, I'm not that guy who cares that much. I will enjoy the game at 900p. I will be fine that way. I'm sorry to all of you PC gaming purists who feel like that's blasphemy, but for me, it's not that necessary at the moment. Right now, I'm trying to get the rig together, because the most important thing about this is I want to improve my productivity as far as, video editing and things like that. Hopefully be able to expand some of my tricks, start learning Photoshop and things like that, and getting more versed in that stuff. I figured this is the PC that I'm going to use to, over the years, acquire that knowledge. Plus, I'm back in school for network administration, so I want to be able to use my computer to do certain things. This is why I'm going through this. It's not just for gaming. This computer is going to be used for more than just gaming, and I don't need to be able to talk about how I can max out Battlefield 4 and see all of this extra stuff. I've gotten over that. I've gone through that phase in my life with PC gaming. I'm done with that phase. Next kit that I found, this one right here, it has it's a i7 Intel Haswell quad core. This one comes with the Asus Z97A motherboard, 8 gigs of memory. Instead of a 1 terabyte regular hard drive, it's got a 128 gigabyte solid state drive, which is pretty cool, because I do have a terabyte drive laying around somewhere, so I can actually just stick that in and use that if I need to, or I could just pull the one out of here, and if I want to sell this computer I got now for $100, $200 or whatever, so it's not going to be worth that much, I could just stick one of the 500 gigs or the other terabyte hard drive in there and take this one and use that. So if I were to get this one, I'd already have a storage hard drive to put in, so that's no problem. It's got another 630 watt power supply, and it comes with the case. This one has a case that has red outlining on it. Red's my favorite color, but the other one's blue. It looks pretty cool, so I'm not really concerned about the case. You know, that's not the driving figure. This one is $100 more than the other one, so it'll be about 750, 60 bucks if I get it. And when you think about it, you know, beyond the motherboard and I guess the solid state drive, there's really not like big of a difference. But you know, then again, the motherboard may have features that are different. Let me look again because I forgot exactly. And ASUS makes good products. They make very good products. Like it's funny because when I started this venture, one of the things that I was like all caught up on was ports, USB ports and things like that. I saw a motherboard that was like 180 bucks or 200 bucks that had like 10, 12 USB ports, like 8 of them were USB 3.0, and I was like, oh my god, I can plug everything into this. It was like, you know what, I have a hub, I don't need to go that way and spending extra money for, you know, something that's not that big. And that's the thing, I think a lot of people, they see all these great parts, these huge parts, they, you know, get caught up in all these stats and stuff like that. It's like, is this necessarily what you need, or is this something that you just want, or is this something that you're being told that you're going to need? So I'm varying on being cost efficient as well as maximizing my money, you know, with maxing out the performance with, you know, what I'm spending, and I think I'm going the right route there. But it doesn't look like it has that many more ports, so that's okay. I don't know why I'm so geeked about having lots of ports. It's so dumb. Probably because damn near everything you get is USB these days. But that's what I'm looking at. If you have any other suggestions for something, right now 800 is going to be my like ceiling. I'm not trying to push that, so if you can think of another combo that will work better, please let me know. Again, cut graphics card out of it because I have one. It's what, maybe a year, it's not even a year old now that I think of it. It works just fine. It pumps out great graphics. I don't need to get a new graphics card. I'm not spending $600 on a graphics card. That's not happening. If you can get me a 980 for 200 or less, by all means, talk to me. Otherwise, fuck that. It ain't happening. So cut the graphics card out of your equation when you're discussing this with me. But just wanted to share that information with you guys. Only thing I have to do now is figure out where I'm going to get the money from. I have to save up the money, so that's going to be something that's going to be kind of a challenge. You know, things aren't that great right now financially, but hey, maybe they'll get better. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'll blow up on YouTube and be able to pay for it through YouTube dollars. You never know. Stranger things have happened, but that's what I'm working with. That's what my goal, one of my goals for 2015 is. As always, hit me up, let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Megas, and I'm out. Deuces.